What up, what up, what up? What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy Jazz. Welcome back to another Madden 25 gameplay. And today, we have the 49ers going up against the Panthers. I'm going up against a very good friend of mine, Moonlight Swami. Link is in the description annotation above. Make sure you guys go on ahead and click either one and subscribe to his channel, whether you're on mobile or iPad, iPhone, iRock, iStone, whatever it is you're on. Make sure you go on ahead and check out Moonlight Swami. If you're on a device where you can't see descriptions or you can't see links, just search Moonlight Swami and make sure you guys subscribe to him, man. Very good pal of mine. He has a sim league. The 49ers are 0-8. He had a vacancy, and he asked me if I would like to join the league, and I'm like, sure. And it just so happens that my first game was against him in week 10. You know, we're 0-8 plus by 8 plus 1 is 9, and then, you know, this is week 10. So this game I had a blast in. It's very sim. Moonlight Swami is very. There's a lot of things to love about Moonlight Swami. Let me learn you some about Moonlight Swami. One thing that I'll never forget, and I'll give him tons of respect until I'm no longer living on this earth. If anybody remembers, really quickly, I was in Game Face Studios last year. There was a big controversy. I was unable to do a video. I was supposed to go up against Shake and Bake, who I would have blown up. I would have killed him. No, I don't know. I would have tried very hard. Shake and Bake is an awesome commentator. It would have been tough. If I would have lost, I would have lost to somebody who was very good at commentating. I enjoy Shake and Bake videos, and a lot of people do, you know what I mean? So he's a very worthy, opponent to go up in that style, one-to-one, head-to-head videos, and I love his videos. If I didn't, I wouldn't say I did, but I actually do enjoy his videos a lot. And, I was supposed to go up against him, and I was unable to do a video. It was a big controversy, because I had a video planned. I had somebody who was supposed to help me do a voice. I was supposed to do a collab voice, and the video was going to be, I thought it was going to be big. I was going to do Mike Tyson Punch-Out, and this guy who does a really good voice was supposed to help me out. He was going to do Mike Tyson's voice, and we were going to go back and at it, and I was going to have a storyline. But at the very last moment, right there we get an interception. No of you. Give it to me, baby. How long has it been since you heard that? That right there deserves a like on this video. If I don't got 1,000 likes on this video for Hannah, give it to me, baby. I don't know. I don't know what you do with your life. I don't know. But big controversy. I was unable to do a video, like I said, at the last minute. He was like, yo, I can't do it. And I was like, damn, I wasn't expecting this. And then I was unable to do a video, and everybody in Game Face Studios hated me. I got kicked out of Game Face Studios. Everybody unfollowed me on Twitter. And Moonlight Swami was one of the few people who actually still reached out to me. He was like, you know what, I hope everything's okay, man. I understand the situation. He was one of the few people to still, give me respect and, understood what my situation was when everybody hated me. There was a lot of, let me not say everybody. There was, 80% of Game Face Studios at the time wanted nothing to do with me because, I was part of the group and I was unable to do the video, and like I said, I got kicked out of the group, and it was just a big fiasco. But he was somebody who showed love, and like I said, I'll never forget that, man. So he is, I call him the human sports almanac. He is so well just minded in sports. Any sport you say, he knows stats like you wouldn't believe. He's one of those guys. And if anybody knows Moonlight Swami, anybody will say he has the greatest hair in the Madden community. Greatest, like Troy Polamalu, as godlike as his hair is, he would look at Moonlight Swami and say, you know what? I want to run my fingers through his hair. I want to stroke his scalp. That's how just wonderful Moonlight Swami's hair is. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise. His hair is a God's gift of gift. I don't know what to say. His hair is absolutely voluptuous. But he's very good in sport. His commentating style is I know I'm going on way too long, but I just have so much respect for him, and I just want you guys to really subscribe to him and just understand why I think you should subscribe to him. Not because he's a good friend of mine, but because just he's an awesome commentator. You know what I mean? He brings a very authentic broadcast style of commentary, and it's very fun to listen to. You know what I mean? He brings good energy, and like I said, he has that broadcast style of I was about to say broadcasting style of commentating, and it's absolutely always a treat to get to watch a Moonlight Swami video. So long, I went long on enough, but go on ahead, show some love. Make sure you guys say, GS went ahead and sent me. If you guys have not heard about him yet and you're finding out about him through this video, it would mean a lot to me if you guys did me that favor, went ahead and show some love to him. If you don't, nothing I can do about it. But for the people who do, I personally want to thank each and every single one of you guys who take out the time and either click the link, check the description, or search Moonlight Swami. Also, link in the description, you can find Mr. Golden Sports t-shirt shop where you can buy your very own Mr. Golden Sports apparel. Alright, enough of this selfish promotion. Another interception. No, it's a fumble. And I'm like, no, get up. Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me. I pushed back. He was open. I heard him say he was open. You don't tell me to do something if when I'm gonna do it, it's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Chris Webber. Let me take it back. Chris Webber, 1993, March 17th, 8:17 p.m. No, I don't know the date. I don't know. But he was in the fight. Was it the championship game? He was in the championship game. It was against, I don't know, Duke or, I don't know. He was going up against somebody. And the bench, somebody told him to call a timeout, and he called a timeout, and they lost the damn game. You know what I'm saying? And everybody blamed Chris Webber. Chris Webber ain't had nothing to do with that. Somebody told him to call timeout on the bench. I seen the video. I seen the highlights. They're like, yo, Chris, call timeout. He calls timeout. The referee's like, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, we're going to stop the clock. But there's a problem. You have no more timeouts. And according to NCAA, what was the National Collegiate Athletic Ability, I don't know what the hell it stands for. I don't know. Maybe I do. I'm just not thinking right now. But whatever the hell it stands for, that's a violation of the rules. You cannot call a timeout. That is a technical foul. They get free throws and ball, whatever, and they lose. So I caught the interception, and he's like, whoa, pitch it back. And I didn't look. I just pushed it back, and he wasn't there to catch the ball. Anyways, so he runs a very sim style league. Swami is very sim. You know what I mean? I get into right wide open. Vincenzo, I'm gonna need you to make those throws. Okay. Before I get where I was just at, Swami had a league where the drafts were done by everybody's team were auto drafted. You randomly selected a team and surprise whoever was on the team, that's who you got. You know what I mean? So Swami at this point in the league is 7-1, and he's very, very sim. You know what I mean? So this league is ran obviously by his rules, which is very sim. And when I say sim, I mean sim. I mean staying in 2-man under, stock cover 3, stock cover 4s. I can play both styles. I can play sim. I can play non-sim. I can send blitzes. I cannot send blitzes. And so I'm. It's definitely tougher to win this way. You know what I mean? In stock coverages, because you're not really sending any pressure. You're not sending any pressure. So, the opponent has time, and it definitely elevates your game. If you can win this way, you can win, against anybody. You know what I mean? I made it into the top 100 like 3 times this year, punting on 4th and inches. And my defense is ass. You know what I mean? So, playing this way, obviously you got to punt on 4th downs. There's a whole lot of things that go into it, and playing this way makes you a better player. And we get into discussions a lot last year, and we got into it heavily. And I'm like, he defends everybody who plays sim, and that's how it should be played. And people, take fun away from the game when they're sending all these blitzes, manipulating the computer assistants, and doing all this stuff. And so we got into it back and forth. And but I understand, where he's coming from. A lot of people turn away, because I'm not the best at the game, but I know a little bit something. You know what I mean? I am good. You know what I mean? Whether you want to think it's egotistic to say that, it's whatever it is. I'm very good at the game. You know what I mean? I cannot tell you I'm very good at the game. I have statistics to prove that I'm right for the last 5 years of Madden. I've always been good in Madden. I've always been, as far as rankings go, a pretty top tier player. You know what I mean? I've always climbed my ways in the rankings and things like that. And I've always been a good player. And I know that, if I went up against somebody like, my brother who plays, offline franchises, very similar, whatever, I would destroy him. He would have zero chance, and because I would send blitzes and things like that, and things that obviously the computer wouldn't send. So for him, he was like, "This is crazy. This is fun. I don't want to play like this." And I understand, because as good as I am, I go up against players who are way more advanced than I am, and I'm like, This ain't fun. This sucks. Stop beating me. This ain't fair. I want to do what I want to do, but you're stopping me from doing what it is I want to do. So stop doing what it is you're doing so I can do what it is I want to do. You know what I mean? So it's crazy how he right here returned this kickoff. Before this game started, we got into a game before, and it disconnected during the first drive. I kicked it off to him, and he took the kickoff back for a touchdown. Then I had the ball, and then the game lagged out, and then we got back into the game. So that's technically the second time he returned it on me. But like I was saying, man, he's a very for him to be Sim, he's a good player. You know what I mean? For somebody who's just calling regular coverages and trying his best to work with the defensive corners, like he's a good player. You know what I mean? So it's not easy, winning this way. But like I said, if you can win this way, you can win anyway. Right now, we have a very good chance of being able to win the game. We already in field goal range. Right here, we end up running up the middle. We end up scoring a touchdown. So right now, I feel like game is out of reach. It's right there. I'm squib kicking it. That's it. Moonlight has Moonlight. Why would I call him Moonlight? I usually call him Swami. I was about to say Moonlight Swami, and I cut myself off from saying Swami. So I just kind of technically just called him Moonlight. I don't know what that happened. I don't know. Don't judge me. But very, very, very fun. Like I had just so much fun playing this game. It was lengthy. He has 7-minute quarters. It is with Excel clock, but it's still a little long, but nonetheless, it's fun. You know what I mean? Usually when I played Sim, it was always offensively. Like I would play special teams, but I would still, on defense, send the blitzes and do all the other crazy stuff that I've gotten to learn or stole from T-Raw. And this right here, there was none of that. Just complete stock coverages, and it was difficult and very, 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 very fun. Now, obviously, offensively is where I've always been best at Madden. I've always had an offense to usually carry me, to victory just off of, that alone. I'm usually, decent enough on offense to where, defensively, all I need is a mistake or two from you and hopefully remain consistent. I've said that a trillion times. You guys know how I usually win. And so, I come into this game already having, a very, good offense that has, got me to the top 100, and I've done work with this offense. So I come into this game, and I'm able to have success, in this game as well. Defensively, we got lucky. You know what I mean? He made some mistakes, and some things just didn't go his way, and we caught some breaks. But that's the end of the game, guys. We end up winning. Do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to Moonlight Swami. The KC offensive playbook that I run, I think I'm gonna do a breakdown soon, so look out for that. It's your boy Jess. I'm out. Peace. Give it to me, baby.